North Carolina legislators, in a whirlwind special session yesterday, passed a bill barring transgender people from bathrooms and locker rooms that do not match the gender on their birth certificates. The state of North Carolina, the legislators, and the fucked up governor, Pat McCrory, have decided where people can go take a shit. This is unbelievable. You got to pee? Let me see your birth certificate. What are you? You look like a woman, but who knows? What are you? Let me see something. Huh? Prove you're a woman. Pull your dress up. Take your pants off. This is North Carolina. Republicans unanimously supported the bill, but in the Senate, Democrats walked out in protest. The Senate Democratic leader, Dan Blue, said in a statement, quote, "This is a direct affront to equality, civil rights, and local autonomy," end quote. Well, Dan, you ought to try Indiana, where a woman does not control her own uterus anymore. No, seriously, does not control it. This is not like having hoops to jump through to get an abortion. This is being told by the state of Indiana, if your fetus is deformed, fuck you. You're going to have that child. Woo. Woo. Now, here's the interesting part. This special session of the North Carolina legislature was abruptly convened by Republican lawmakers on Tuesday. And the bill was passed on Wednesday and signed on Thursday. No, signed late last night, Wednesday night. So, in the space of 36 hours, they wrote the bill, passed it, and the governor signed it about where you can go take a piss, depending on what you got between your legs and what you got between your ears. If they don't match up, you're fucked. You can go in the bushes. Or have they outlawed that too? The session to decide where people can pee came in response to an ordinance approved by the state's largest city, Charlotte, last month. That was an anti-discrimination ordinance. Charlotte, North Carolina, is a fairly progressive city. That ordinance provided protections based on sexual orientation, gender expression, and gender identity, including letting transgender people use the public bathrooms that correspond with their gender identity, not gender at birth. Oh, well, no wonder they called a special session of the North Carolina legislature. That goddamn hippie left-wing Charlotte, North Carolina said people can go piss wherever they want to. No, no, no. We'll have none of that. This is madness. I mean, this is, Kathy, help me here. This is so sick. I mean, the bill was put together so quickly that many lawmakers had not seen it before it was introduced Wednesday morning. It specifically bars people in North Carolina from using a pisser that doesn't match their birth gender, and goes even further to prohibit municipalities in North Carolina from creating their own anti-discrimination policies. Instead, it creates a statewide anti-discrimination policy, one that does not even mention gay, transgendered people, people whose sexual orientation is different, gender expression or gender identity is different. No, 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 no. Oh, the bill also prohibits local governments from raising minimum wage levels above the state level. You can't pay people $8 an hour, and we'll tell you where they're going to piss. Just like Indiana, they will tell their hoes whether or not they can have an abortion because the fetus. Oh, no, we've already told them, you hoes, no abortion. If your fetus has 5 arms and 6 legs, call Ringling Brothers. Have them meet you at the delivery room. Put the little fucker to work. Where do we live? Now, you see, all of this stuff I'm telling you about, all this sickness, not the bombing by the Saudis, but all this other shit from this country, this is because of this vile, demonic Christian religion. You think Sharia is bad because they cut off hands of thieves and stone women who commit adultery? That is bad. But can you imagine, because of Christianity, saying to a woman, whatever's in your uterus is going to come out? And you people have to take a piss, you better make sure that your birth gender is the same as the word on the door where you go in to take a leak. Oh, and by the way, you can't raise the minimum wage.